What do you mean people will be upset with you if you broadcast that you've just made your son sleep on the floor for 7 months? Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video where I talk about anything I want. Inspired by D'Angelo I am, yes. And today I want to talk about the 8 passengers. So The 8 Passengers is a family vlogging channel run by Ruby Frank and her husband Kevin, where they feature their lives with their 6 children. And they feature prominently their mistreatment of their children. Like, it's not as bad as Daddy-O-5, but it's hella questionable. They have kids that range from young adults to small children. One of the children, a 5-year-old, forgot to bring her lunch one day to school. So the teacher calls the mom and is like, "Your child forgot to bring her lunch. Can you please stop by with some food for your child?" The mom's response is, "No." And she literally makes a video where she goes on a rant about how her 5-year-old is just so irresponsible because it's the 5-year-old's job to remember to pack her own lunch and bring it to school. And if she hasn't remembered to do that, it's her own dang fault, and the best consequence is for her to go hungry. She literally says she just needs to go hungry. I hope no one gives her any food today, so she learns a lesson. I'm sorry, when I was 5 years old and I was kind of a smart kid, I didn't even know the difference between the right side shoe and the left side shoe, even though you can clearly tell when you wear them. If you don't even have the cognitive abilities to tell that your shoe is all weird, how on earth are you supposed to be expected to pack and bring your own lunch at 5 years old? That is crazy. But it is a prime example of how they treat their children. They treat their children as if the children are supposed to be mini adults just immediately when they stop breastfeeding almost, and it's all on them. They don't really seem to be interested in taking care of their kids in a way that they need to. You know what I mean? You definitely need to pack your 5-year-old a lunch. Yeah, you know what I mean. But this just is one part of a behavioral pattern that is prominent, especially from this mother, where she has disproportionate punishment for her children. You forgot to bring your lunch, you get to go hungry, even though you're 5. And it's come out that that child didn't grow for a year because she was a picky eater and had a hard time eating. But sure, you're gonna punish that child for not remembering to bring her lunch, making sure she won't eat at all, and getting no nutrients. That's a good strategy. More punishments include taking away their cell phones, which, that's a solid parenting technique, except they do it to the extreme, where it's I take away their phone forever. I don't think I ever want to give them back their phone. And why, pray tell, were they deprived of their phones? Because when the parents spent their YouTube money to go on a spa resort while the children were home alone for a weekend, they dared use the iPad. So that's why she took away all of their devices. Forever. In this day and age, kids kind of need to have devices to connect with other children, especially in the time of the corona. But no, she doesn't seem concerned at all about her children having any sort of social life, which is glaring in a video where she asks her kids if they have any friends and why don't they go hang out with their friends more often. And all of the kids literally go, "We don't have any friends. We can't communicate with them because we don't have phones. Also, we live so far away because they moved. We don't have any friends." And they look hella depressed when they say it. And the mom is just like, "Aww." The look on her face is this is good YouTube content. It's just, she doesn't seem to care at all about their mental well-being. As you might suspect, when you have parents who are like this, you might act out a little bit. And one of the older children, a teen boy, had been acting out, and they sent him to a wilderness retreat to correct his behavior. And they sent him there for months and months, almost a year. Now, some wilderness retreats can be really good. It can be really good if they have professionals who work there, like psychologists and medical professionals. Except that is not the kind of wilderness retreat that they sent their child to correct his behavior. They sent him to a place that doesn't have any of those things. He broke his toe while he was at this wilderness retreat. He went missing while he was at this wilderness retreat, and they didn't seem that concerned. It's crazy. They found him, but by the time he got home, his toe was blue because it was broken and there is no medical professionals at this wilderness retreat, so he didn't get any medical treatment. So when he got home, they had to take him to a doctor to fix his toe that was literally blue by this point. The fact that other adults can run such a place just makes me so angry, because that means that there are more people like these parents out there who think that this is okay behavior towards children, and it's just messed up. Anyways, the kid comes home, and I don't know, when you've been sent to like some sort of bizarre wilderness retreat where no one gave a fuck about you, maybe you're a little scarred. And when he gets home, he decides to prank his brother by hanging him in a basketball hoop or something. And then also saying, "We're going to Disneyland," when they weren't. And the punishment to this was making him sleep on the floor on a beanbag for 7 months. They literally took his bed away. The fact that these people seem to think that basic necessities in life, like food and a place to sleep and a home, is acceptable punishments to deprive your children of to correct their behavior, just goes to show how disturbed they are. Like, what the fuck? These people should not be parents. And I think that they only had these many kids because they're like creepy religious. Like, I don't have anything against people who are religious, but we all know that there is that one subset of religious people who are the creepy kind, who take things and twist it so that they can do horrible things. Know what I mean? Yeah. These are that kind, and it seems like they only had this many kids to make money off of them. Money that the children never see a dime of. Not only do they not pay their children for literally being their income, filming the children's every vulnerable moment, like, "Oh, we're gonna have a talk about the birds and the bees," and in the beginning of the video, the children are like, "Please, Mom, don't film this." And you're like smiling and gleaming and like, "Oh, but I will, because this is great YouTube content." And you do it anyways. And you talk about your children's very personal medical problems, exposing it to the world, giving them no privacy. Not a dime of that money that is furnishing her very luxurious lifestyle, in which she keeps buying herself luxurious shit, is going to the children. She keeps having like, "I bought myself this, and look how fancy this is. Oh, a shopping haul." While the children have to pay them money to get their stuff back when she irrationally decides, "I'm just gonna collect everything that's in the car, even if it's their homework and stuff that they need for school, and they're gonna have to pay me like X amount of dollars if they want it back. Otherwise, we're throwing it away." Hashtag great parenting. I'm just convinced that this lady is just mentally unhinged at this point. It also is very clear that she does not give a single fuck about her children's well-being, because she's literally seen in videos saying, "It's not my job as their parent to make sure that they're happy." I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that is literally in the job description, to make sure your children have happy lives when you're raising them. And she wants to remodel their house because apparently there is a part of their ginormous house that this YouTube money has paid for that has like an apartment part, like they could like rent it out or something. She wants to remodel that because she wants to make sure that none of her children stay past 18. When you're 18, you're out. She's literally depriving them of friends, of social skills, of privacy, and she's profiting off of them. But hey, when you're 18, you're out. Rug swept right from underneath you. No help from mom and dad, even though you're literally paying for mom and dad's fancy everythings because she's using you for props to make money. It's just crazy behavior. I think that just shows how immature the mother is. Like, I don't see the dad a lot because she runs the channel, but he's married to her and he's like in on the whole thing. So even though he's like got a day job as a professor or something, he's profiting off of this, and he's in the videos going along with these crazy ideas of having your children pay to get their homework back or punishing them. So he's in on it too. But the mother is crazy immature, and she's got like video clips where her son seems clinically depressed, and And he's just like, why don't you just send me to a wilderness camp again then? Because it seems like you don't like me at all. And she just gets like irrationally angry over something that he didn't do or has any blame for. And she's just like, I know that you're not the one to blame for this, but I'm so angry. I really want to blame you for it. That just goes to show her whole personality. Irrational, immature, arrogant. It's sad that she is the mother of this many children. It's sad. And some of the children have come out and been like, our parents don't abuse us. Our parents are wonderful. I'm like, yeah, that's because they've conditioned you to think that. Objectively speaking, they're not. No, I feel like y'all need a hug. I'm sure there's more about this family. Do comment below if you have any stuff that you'd like me to bring up like that I forgot to mention. I'll bring it up in the follow-up. I really want to thank everyone for being so interactive and commenting and watching my videos about the Stoffers, another family vlogging channel. Yay! Thank you so much for supporting my little channel. I also just want to say that someone asked about my true crime series and when it's coming out, and don't worry, it's in the works, and the first premiere of the first true crime episode is going to be on the 30th of September. I hope you're excited about it. I am. I'm having so much fun making it. Putting pedal to the metal and working my little behind off to make it happen. I'm going to have my regular posting schedule, of course, but yeah, I hope you'll come back on Friday for my Reddit reading and for my real talk videos. All my dailies. Okay, love you, bye!